David Coote's got a lot more to worry about than the clip doing the rounds on social media, as news about him and his fellow Premier League officials' trip to Indonesia has begun to resurface. For those of you unaware, Coote, alongside referees like Martin Atkinson, Kevin Friend, and Andre Mariner, were part of a 6-man charity trip to the island of Batam. Despite the fact that 5 of these 6 individuals were married, they were photographed with women at the Brewski Bar in Nagoya's entertainment district, which is infamous for its sex workers. Although the purpose of the visit was to raise money for Indonesian children and UK hospice, these chaps were busy getting it on with girls who were young enough to be their daughters. Now, you might be sat there thinking what their personal lives have to do with the Premier League, and the answer to that is absolutely fucking everything. The pgmol is essentially an old boys network full of blokes with a superiority complex who are constantly looking out for one another, while simultaneously looking down on anyone outside of their circle. You had Mike Dean coming out and saying he refused to send Anthony Taylor to the monitor because he's a mate and didn't need the extra grief, while Mark Clattenburg revealed he didn't send any players off in one of the most ill-tempered affairs in recent Premier League history because he didn't want to ruin the spectacle that was Chelsea versus Tottenham in 2016. These fuckers don't make decisions based on what's actually happening on the pitch, instead choosing to either let their biases and agendas kick in or become the star of the show themselves, and we see it happen every bloody week. The fact that they could shamelessly bin off a charity trip, stay at the luxury Radisson Hotel, and collectively decide to cheat on their partners while keeping it on the down low just goes to show you that they believe rules don't apply to them. You can't blame them for that either. They're very much the central authority when it comes to the Premier League, and they fine and or ban anyone that questions their decision making. Journalists aren't allowed to so much as get an interview with any of them post game, and we as fans are in the dark about what sort of communication is taking place behind the scenes. From the glimpses we do get on that dogshit show Match Officials Mic'd Up, with the crooked Howard Webb and charisma vacuum Michael Owen, you can hear them referring to each other as mate or lad every 2 seconds, which doesn't exactly make for a professional environment. The minor celebrity status that these no marks have been granted has created a situation whereby they constantly desire to feel in control, and that's where the likes of Coote can pretty much do as they please. It's a complete joke, and the pgmol needs to be disbanded if we want the situation to change, cause sacking Coote will only make the rest of them collectively more defiant in their approach. Subscribe if you liked the video, don't if you thought it was shite. Peace.